Hey guys, on here, we are back for episode 2 of Bleach: A Thousand Year Blood War. Last episode, we saw just the gang come back and kick butt, back in action, and I loved every second of it. Like, they knew we'd been away for a while, and the way they framed it, the way they all got their own little calling card and have their little moment to shine, and then just the closer, which is basically a recap. I don't know if it's going to be the same closer throughout for this batch of the season or not, or if that was just for the first episode, but that closer animation just going through all of the original series to the very end was really nostalgic, man. A great way to bring it back, and just seeing this new threat hit the scene, the animation so clean, they're being so mean to the Soul Society. I'm done. But guys, that said, I've missed these characters, I've missed this show, and I'm excited to jump into this, especially considering how TK plans on kind of revising and kind of giving us a director's cut of the manga with the story that he's telling here with the anime, with the creative control he kind of has here. So I'm excited to see how this deviates, what they truncate, what they expand upon, and to be honest, I'm not even sure I'm going to be able to tell the difference, because honestly, I don't remember much of anything aside from a couple of key points, because I just blew through these things so fast. I just didn't retain it in the moment. I was there, but like the years since, yeah, I've lost most of that information, man. With that said, guys, if you want to see the full-length reaction to this, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, it gives you access as well. It is in watch-along format. You just sync up your own footage with the time code, same reaction to the entire episode. Get the same thing for all the other shows we cover here on the channel. You also get to suggest and then vote on what movies we react to each month. We got monthly Q&As, behind-the-scenes footage. You try to make it worth your while, since you are going to wait to support the channel. But of course, I know I'm never going to do that. And a simple way you can help us out is just by liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing these videos, because it really does go a long way with helping the channel grow here on YouTube. And we're so close to 40K, and I'm hoping we can get there by the end of the year. So if you're new, if you're tuning in for the first time, or maybe you've been lurking for a while and you haven't hit that subscribe button, how about you hit the button? Anyway, guys, let's strap into episode 2, Foundation Stones. Here we go. That's another thing I just remembered. We didn't get an opening last episode, so I wonder if we'll get a taste of it this one. Dude, he's wild, man. Ooh, ooh, title card on his arm, like that. Oh, here we go. Bleach is some of the best openings, man, so I'm really excited for this one. I'm digging it so far, man. Oh, hey, buddy. What's up? Oh, God. Oh, man. You know, I didn't realize it that much until recently, and watching like the normies reactions to Naruto Shippuden and stuff like that. I never realized, like, watching myself, just how many spoilers are in these openings sometimes. Like, right out of the gate, if you didn't know like certain story beats and you were paying attention to this, you just had a couple of things really just kind of thrown in your face just there. Dude, food in anime always looks the most delicious, man. Like, it never fails to get me, like, at least bare minimum snacky. Yeah.
一番隊執務室に正体不明の7名が侵入。大使1名死亡。総隊長はご無事だ。同国。一番隊が
Oh my god.
182秒間の戦闘で
116 squad members killed. Dude, what the fuck?
致命傷を受け
Yeah, Sasuke.
一番隊執務室で絶命。
I was hoping maybe this time around we'd actually get to see what happened on the other side, but they kept it just as vague, man. Just so unceremoniously taken out like that.
落ち着かねえな。ちょっと見回ってくるか。
No. Yeah, it's like you can feel the weight of this news away, like pressing down on everybody. God. It's a go.
5日か。はい。
I love Nell, man.
答えろ。私は今、お前は預言者かと問うている。
Man, he's so intimidating.
ならばなぜ遠い未来の話などする。私は今の話が聞きたい。
Oh!
お前にはどこに称すべき点も罰すべき点もない。黒崎一護の足止めとしては十分だった。お前の役目は終わりだ。平和への礎となるがよい。
Oh!
アランカルなどまた拾った。
Oh, God.
ウェコムンドなどすでに我が領土。
Oh, yeah. Oh, God. Halibal.
どういうことだよネル。ウェコムンドがやられたってなんだよ。一体誰に。
Dude. Oh, no. Please, no. God damn it.
おっと下半身だけでは私が誰かわかるまい。教えてやろう。
No, I know exactly who you are. I really love the vibe and feel of this episode because you really it's just steeped in the mood of this revelation. Oh, that transition. That was nice.
バラガン様とスターク様亡き後、実質的にウェコムンドを統治していたのはハリベル様だった。そのハリベル様が
Oh my god.
Holiday
そいつらの正体や目的は。
わからん。だが何体ものアランカルを連れ去っていたことは間違いない。そして逃げている私たちも追い詰められ、ドンドチャッカまで捕まってしまった。
Oh.
黒崎一護、私たちを助けてほしい。
I love what the show has done, like blurring these lines, you know, between the Hollows, Huecamundo, the Living Realm, Soul Society, all that. Like that, we have Arrancar and Hollows and all that, kind of like coming to Ichigo for help and stuff.
こうできない。
石田君。
僕はクイーンシーだ。ホローやアランカルを助けることはできない。
お前ならそう言うと思ってたんだけどよ。でも一応声かけとかねえとお前後で拗ねるだろ。
黒崎、気をつけろ。
心配すんな。お前一人いなくてもどうとでもなるって。
今回の相手は
なんか楽し
My man!
ご手配しましょうか。
Dude, I would so cosplay Kisuke. Do these screens actually have like information on them? I mean, there's a whole lot of text that this is not translating for me. So like, I'm like so curious about that.
浦原さんのは大体いつもこうだよ。彼らがこっちに戻らなかったのはここにはもう生きてるホローもアランカルもいないってことが分かってるからみたいっすね。
Man, this is a lot more brutal than I remember. Maybe because we didn't really linger on any of it. Good lord.
お前は見なくていい。
ひどいもんだ。
絵にでもしようとしているのか。最悪はここの連中のように。
分かった。じゃあ助けに行くぞ。
ドントチャッカはいないぞ。
だからなんだよ。どうせドンドチャッカは助けるんだ。その前に他のアランカルを何人助けようが一緒だろ。
いやー、そう言われれば
分かってるんだろ。あんたもイチゴがああするやつだって。だからイチゴなら何とかしてくれるって迷いなく思うことができたんだろう。
私たちも行こう、佐渡君。
我々も行くぞ。
はい。
増やしやってもいいんだぞ。
Ah, I remember him vaguely.
ねえ、本当にやるの？やっぱりやめようよ。バカ、やめたってどうせ殺されて終わりでしょ。
Wait.
どうかこのチャンスを無駄にしないでくださいね。仲間になるって名乗り出ればすぐに助かる。
Oh! Oh!
今の説明でわからない人はこんな風に
そもそもウェゴムンドに興味ねえだろ。
死んでもらいな。
Hell yeah.
アイセン様の側近、ロリアイバー。同じくメノリーマリア。あんたたちみたいな三下にやられると思わないよね。
度胸のあるバカは連れてくるようにとの陛下のお達しです。彼女たちは合格。しかしなんですね、この程度のアランカルを側近に置くとは。アイゼンとやらもたかが知れる。
Oh, fuck you.
おい、やりすぎてはダメだ。
Oh my god! Holy fuck!
あなた方は
Dude, hell yeah.
自称アイゼンの側近を倒したくらいで調子乗るんじゃないよ。
Yeah, there's a shitstorm happening up there, man. Better get going.
超イカれたモンスターのお方たちが来たとなると、敵の軍団ももはや壊滅したも同然す。なんだよ。
Such a chaotic trio.
庶民は禁物ですわ。
私から提案です。降伏しなさい。
バカか。
降伏して機関に加われば、あなた方の敬愛するティア・ハリベルと共に陛下の御ために働けるのです。
なめんじゃねえぞ、そのメガネだれ。
おや、もしや決裂ですかな。これは残念極まる。
現世でホローが大量に消滅したことで魂魄のバランスが大きく崩れた。 これは現世とソウルソサイティが崩壊する可能性を示唆している。本国を消滅させる。賢明な隊長処刑にはすでに判断がついていることと思うが、賊軍の正体は
Damn, man.
クインシーだ。
I can't remember if they were dead or not. Ooh. It's everybody's Zanpakuto toes. Oh, all the captain cloaks. It's a very foreboding image. I don't remember it being this fucking brutal, man. Just the amount of bodies that were dropping, the viscera and the grisliness of it. I think they just kind of got brushed over in the way things were just kind of moving through. I don't remember, but that's going to be a running theme in this. I don't remember, but I mean it seems like Jade like killed them at the end. I don't remember their fates, but that's sad, man. It is if that's the case. But like, man, the fights were stellar. Again, the animation's on point. The thing I loved about this episode the most, following the last one, which was a lot of like, hell yeah, feel good, like getting into the groove of things. This one, following the breach of Soul Society, really just kind of sets in the mood. Like there's an eeriness, like that's just thickening and living in the air, and you see like everybody kind of dealing with that. Like even though Ichigo really just kind of brushed this guy off in the end, it's Arrancar that came after him, without much problem at all, and let alone the Hollows that were invading as well. You know, it's not like it was this so far. This hasn't been that much of a threat, but it causes this sense of unease on top of this broadcast that comes from Soul Society to the little squad members that were sent here in the previous episode to deal with the Hollows. This news of the breach and the lieutenant's death for Squad 1 and all of that, it carries this like melancholic flow and vibe throughout the entire episode. And then we have Pesh coming in here seeking help along with Nell about everything that's going on with them raiding Hueco Mundo for, you know, possible recruits, forcing various Hollows and Arrancar into their front lines as kind of cannon fodder, and just seeing like Hannibal fall to... Again, I've never heard his name out loud, so I'm sorry. I always called him Yuobak, so I don't know if that's right or off, but like just his presence and the way he's like sits in that throne, commanding and just kind of like reaming his fucking followers like that. Just his cadence, he just carries this like commanding presence that is just eerily terrifying in a different way than Aizen. Aizen is still probably my favorite villain that we've had throughout this entire run, but like it's like they're two different beasts altogether. But I'm curious to see that evolution. But I kind of wish we got to see that fight, much like with what happened with Yasuke. I wish we would have seen the fight, but that was one of the things I was kind of hoping for out of the anime, was that a lot of the fights that kind of got brushed over that maybe we'd see. But it seems like they're kind of keeping that mystery involved, obviously, because if we show too much of what he can do, it doesn't leave much for later, because he is, so I get that. But yeah, man, Hannibal getting taken out like that was always such a huge shocker to me, just like, because, you know, her, Stark, and Berrigan were just like these forces to be reckoned with in the end, and it was a lot of, it is just like that, just that's a great way of just setting the stakes with the power scaling and all that, just to show, be like, oh yeah, well, they were nothing here. So, God, it's intense, man. Especially with, like, even these people under him, like, their strength scaling or their power scaling is just so off the wall. Especially with him taking out the 3 beasts here, with little to no effort. So, I don't know. I'm curious to see how this whole thing evolves. And so, I don't know, man. Like I said last episode, seeing it animated is like re-experiencing it all brand new. And like I said, it helps a lot that I've had so much time between when I read this and now that I don't remember much. So there's, like I said, there's things here and there that I'm like, aha. But like, man, so much of it's just vacant going through this. And I like that. I like that about it, because I was worried about how much of this was going to be reactionary enough for me, like with certain things that I know are coming, but like things like when Nail rocketing in from the sky and a lot of these other things in here that we've kind of had the anime expand upon, like the brutality of the Wanderai coming through and like murdering all of these entities. It adds this extra punch to the whole thing that was missed in the manga. And again, a lot of that can come from my shitty ass memory. So who knows? This is going to be a fun ride. I can't wait to get in here. Again, this tonally was a solid episode. It really kind of carried the weight of the situation they're in about what's going on. And I love the conflict between Uryu and Ichigo in that little scene where he's like, I'm not helping no Hollow or a Rancor, you know that. And he's like, I know, but you'd get mad if I didn't ask. And then he still told him to be careful. Because there's that connection, like Orihime said there, is like, you know, you say what you say, but like, you care. And he does. They do, which is one of the things that makes this whole arc really interesting when the revelation comes about that this is a whole army of Quincy's that are deleting souls from the cycle of reincarnation, from judgment, from Soul Society, Hueco from hell and all that, deleting them from that, tipping the scales and imbalancing the realms. It really adds to the stakes, especially because it makes it more personal on what and how the tides, like what and how these characters react to what's happening, especially considering Uryu's been carrying this burden, this weight for a long time of being one of the last Quincy's. So like, it's really interesting to see how this comes about. But yeah, man, I'm excited. I love it. The opening and the closer were both bangers as per usual, and the animations were great. The imagery in the closer was also very foreboding. I really loved that, like the tone of it all, like it almost seemed like this is the barren Soul Society. Everybody is gone. Everybody is laid waste to. Like that is the reality in which they fail or lose, with all their Zanpakutos discarded, their robes, their cloaks, their garbs laid bare without them, and with Ichigo's blade crested at the top. It was a really beautiful way to kind of cap that off. And then the opening was just a fucking a bop, man. But yeah, guys, what did you think of the episode? Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Feel free to join us in our Discord. We can talk about it there as well. Links to that in my social description box below. Follow me in each and every one of those. If you want to see the full-length reaction, remember it's on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, gets you access as well. And speaking of, before you go, I want to shout out our channel legends, Manny Sheriff, Philly Vane, Yori Korscott, Margaret Grace, Mary Bradley, Melita, Robert Anguiano, Raven McCann, Status Alive, Jeffrey Hale, and M. Sephiroth. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. But that's it for this episode, guys, and I'll see you all next week with the next episode. Take care, everybody.